Hi and welcome back. So I've been doing a couple of little bits since the end of the last video, and I thought I'd better start this video before I do any more. So let's see what we've done. I've got the first coat of primer on the figures. That's been the black onwards. We're going to do white downwards so we get that pre-shading before we paint them. Still got the chairs to start. All these domes, I've got the black on now, so they're ready to be fit in place. The large one for the ceiling that goes in there, and I've got the 4 smaller ones done as well. I was playing about, and I don't know if anyone's seen the short, but I've drilled out these little consoles and I'm off to put fibre optics in. We're going to put one of flashing LEDs to fibre optic, so it'll look like we've got consoles with stuff going on in front of them, tiny little consoles. I'll put a link to it with the fibre optics up here. I think it goes. So I've got the fibre optics to fit. For the back wall where the door goes, I've fitted the fibre optics in there. So I've got a light next to me, so let's see if we can see them light up. Yeah, we can see them lit up. So I'm going to put an orange LED behind them for the control panel. I think that'll look quite good. So I'm going to be concentrating a lot on these figures this time. There's not a lot of other painting to do, really. I'm just putting what LEDs I need to get in place. Because the idea is I want everything on this plinth by end of this weekend and this episode going out, so it's all ready to seal up. So I'll get some work done and we'll have another look at things. Right, I've got the figures that I'm going to be using painted up now. So I'll put a little photo up of what I've tried to imitate, but at this scale I can't get it accurate, but I've tried to get a representation. So we have Quark, the Grand Negus, Rom, and Nog. I've tried a new paint as well. I've got these, if you notice, the jackets, I've got them shiny, which is very much what we see with the Ferengi, because they're all into shiny stuff. And I bought these for another project, but these are from Green Stuff World, and these are translucent metallic interference paints. So I've just gone over the colours that I used on them with these to give a bit of shine. So next thing I'm going to do is get the seats finished, and get all these figures in place and into the correct place in the cabin. So once they're all set up, we'll have another look at things. Right, so I've got all my Ferengi crew in place now. Quite happy with how this is looking. These consoles aren't fitted in yet, so I want to be careful how I tip it up. But I'm pretty pleased with how this is looking. So next stage I want to get the fibre optics in here, I've just had some 1.5mm delivered. My new fibre optics here, and I want to get this storing. So next stage, we're going to have all fibre optics fitted, and then I think that'll be a good time to have another look. If you recall, I said I'd lost my fibre optics. I'll put a photo up of where they were, and I'm saying no more about that. So next time we'll have a look, we'll have all our fibre optics in place. Right, so I've been making a bit of progress. I've still got the LEDs to fix at the back for the fibre optics. I've fitted the two front control consoles and the domes. They're not wired up to resistors yet, so we'll have to look at them when I've got the others in. And I think I'm going to be using 10k resistors to really dim them down. But if I hold a flashing LED to these, you can see my control panels lighting up. The same on this side. I scrapped the fibre optic to this control panel, and I've just put this is actually a yellow LED. It actually looks more yellow on the camera. It's very orange LED. The weird how orange and yellow LEDs work. But we can see there the control panel's now lit up next to the door. So that's another nice little effect. Keeping this all nice and neat. I bent these fibre optics, just give them a quick blast with my heat gun. And it was enough to soften them so I could bend them over. And they've laid almost flat, so it's not going to be a problem fitting in. And these are actually 1mm fibre optics, not 1.5. So they were just 1mm holes. So I'm going to get your control panel fitted in next with its SMDs. Just take this off so I can move it better. And I'm going to put, once I've got them in place and the wires, just a little piece of stock styrene at the back, so I can hold the LED in place for these fibre optics. Got plenty of room. There's about so much room empty inside at the back of it, so there's plenty of room for all this to fit in there. So once I've got the rest of the electrics fitted, I think we'll have another look then. Right, so I've now got all the lighting fitted into the cabin. We've got the all the domes working. It's hard to get this in close enough to see how it looks properly. If I come over, we can see I've got that flashing going for the screens, the side panels, the two back domes. That one on the left you can see a bit better, isn't too bright. They don't look that bright actually in real life, so the camera's deceiving. I wonder if I put a light on if it'll dull it. Yeah, that dulls it a bit better. So you can see them. Obviously this is just held onto a battery pack at the moment, and I need to tidy up all this wiring at the back. I have started to get all the negative on neutral is down onto one wire, but all these resistors I'm going to eventually put onto this back wall, so they're all held in a nice neat place, held secure. But I'm really pleased with how this is coming along. But I think this is quite a good place to leave this video. Can we get a focus on the... Yeah, we can focus in on the lights behind the door before we go. But thank you for watching this time. keep trekking and keep modelling, and I'll be back soon when we'll be starting to put all the sort of sidewalls onto this. Thank you. Goodbye.